I gotta get an intro video going. What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Vinny's Corner. I'm your host, Vinny. We got my guys Cove here and Showtime. What's going on, fellas? How we doing?
Good.
Good.
All right, nice. So obviously, you guys know. Generally, what we do is we look at, Cove will bring out different questions, etc., that we'll use to kind of guide our conversation. But I think the easiest way for us to open the conversation today, before we jump into that stuff, right? What happened over the weekend? LeBron James became a 76er. So why don't we just start there? Showtime, what are your thoughts on that? You're a Miami Heat fan, so now
he's a ring chasing bitch. Whatever. I don't want to get too into language because I can, but like it's a nasty move.
Okay.
It's a nasty, disgusting, whatever word.
Now, okay. If he came to Miami, we would have felt that was okay.
He wouldn't be ring chasing though. Like that, he wouldn't have come to Miami to ring chase.
No, that would have been like kind of almost like closing the loop, right?
Exactly.
Him and Pat Riley resolving issues from the past.
Yep.
If he went to Cleveland, obviously, that would be looked at in a very positive light. The 76ers is an interesting one. The ring chasing thing, I don't hate it. Like, here's my thought.
How can you not view it in any other way as ring chasing, dude?
Well, no.
It's not even the best fit for him. It's not.
Listen,
he literally said another championship. He literally texted that. So there's no way to look at it as anything else. Came out of words of his own mouth.
It's absolutely ring chasing, which is like, I don't know, for me, if you want to come out and finally be like, this time I am ring chasing, like that's what I'm doing, right? Like, and with how good he's still 21, 6 and 7, averages this season. If he wants to try and utilize that last bit that he's got left to try and win, I get it. I don't hate that. And the fact that he's doing it on an $8 million contract for 2 years, like, can't be mad at that.
It's not like he doesn't have pressure to perform. It's just with all the players on that team, he has less pressure to like score and be a superstar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel like when he's on the court, he should be looked at as like in
point guard.
Point guard, yeah, Magic Johnson. And the other role, really, like the underlying thing, and I think we've talked about this. Maybe we haven't. I think that, but what we should have talked about this if we didn't, is some people are like, well, VJ might not see the ball as much, and I'm like, yo, VJ could get
you worry
so
about
much
that
from
later.
LeBron.
Yeah,
like the learning he could do from LeBron, like that young man could take off just being around him. I really like this because Maxey, having Jaylen Brown and LeBron James around Maxey and VJ, I like that for them. As a Knicks fan, it's still Knicks in 5. Like I don't.
Yeah, Knicks are still the champs until they're not.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not like overly scared per se about it or anything from that perspective, but I don't hate the idea. Oh, look at this. Yo, hey, what's up, Caleb?
My bad. I was trying to watch it. Got back.
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Glad to hear it. So, what are your thoughts? We were just talking about the LeBron move. What do you think about that?
Oh my God! I'm praying for the downfall of Philly next season. I am not cheering for that team.
I heard.
Fuck LeBron, man.
I heard you pre-ordered a LeBron jersey.
Yeah. He's got one on
pre-order. I want him to go to Warriors or Miami, not Philly.
Oh, he would have got it for. Oh, okay. Okay, I hear you loud and clear, Caleb. Don't worry, we'll address this later in the chat. My Knicks fan just said he was gonna get a Heat jersey. Oh, we're on it. Don't worry.
Mm.
Don't worry. I'm gonna let George know about this. It's over for you. Oh
No,
man.
no, for Showtime, please. Not for my team. But I wouldn't say it's my name for Showtime.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, the big question, right? And I guess like I'll kind of turn it over to you, Cove. Let you kind of get things going, Cove. But baseball, right? We're coming up on the trade deadline. What I called it today, the Tarek Skubal and Mason Miller sweepstakes. What are we gonna get? Let's get into this MLB stuff, man.
Well, 1 second. New setup, so gotta go up there.
So,
right.
Showtime.
What's
Good,
your
huh?
prediction? Where do you think he goes if he goes?
Okay, well, it almost feels inevitable that Skubal
Right.
ends up in Detroit or in not in Detroit,
LA.
ends
Yeah.
up in LA. I don't know about I feel like the Yankees are going to try and grab Miller. I don't know if they're going to get him. So I'm not sure. I don't know where I see him.
Would Miller even
love
be
to-
the biggest need though? Like that would be a luxury, obviously, but would it be the
Yeah,
biggest
but are
need?
A's really gonna bulk up another AL team?
Well, Cove,
The Padres.
what did you say, Cove? What was your thought today
For a Skubal?
for Mason Miller?
Not sure. I know the White Sox were in on him too, but unlikely. With the amount of guys that we were looking to get, that it's unlikely we'll get Mason Miller. But
What about the
Tarek
Brewers?
is
The Brewers?
no,
No, that's
the
definitely yeah.
No, the Brewers are gonna go after Tarek. It's gonna be down to the Brewers over the Dodgers getting Tarek.
Yeah. I think look, what makes me think that he's gonna go to LA and as most, it's like if they want him, they will get him, number one, because they have the farm system, and number two, they have the money to pay him also. So we've discussed this already. It feels very logical that he ends up in LA, even though that's not really what anyone wants.
The way that it feels to me in general, right? If anyone in LA or anyone gets an offer to go to LA, it's like, why would you turn it down? It's more money than anywhere else you're gonna go. It's a winning culture, right? And everyone, it's a bunch of studs on the team. And it's nice weather. It's a good client. It's like, why wouldn't you go there? You know what I mean? It just makes sense. I don't know. If it's right, you get to a place where in your mind it's either go to Milwaukee, or go to
LA, or go to
LA.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. And we've talked about this. He could be the missing link to help the Brewers save baseball.
Yeah.
I wish he would go there, but my gosh, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It's all just frustrating, and I just hope there's some way it doesn't happen. Because I mean, even in Detroit, it's not the smallest of markets, and he probably wants to stay in a bigger market. So,
yeah. Well, you know what? Hopefully, if it does happen, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Hopefully, LA loses. That's all. It's the only way we can look at it. So what we got?
And hopefully, they get him, but they can't. But extension talks probably don't, or they hold out extension talks or something like that. They get him thinking he'll extend, but he doesn't. Something like that.
It would be great if they didn't win this season and he didn't extend with them.
Exactly.
That would be awesome.
or if they just don't get him at all. How about
You
that?
know, like again, if the Brewers, if he understood that he could be the thing that we need to save baseball,
Right.
like he could be very important this year. Like,
Yeah, I don't
we
think
need
he's
the
that
Dodgers
type of
to
like
not be
a.
there.
I don't think he's that type of like a super villain guy to just go and join the best team in baseball. That's the thing. So I don't know.
It'll be interesting. Definitely be interesting. I don't know.
So we got 6 questions for the MLB to start.
Okay. What we got?
So should the Mets seriously consider trading Francisco Lindor,
Off season.
or would moving their
Manny.
franchise shortstop create more problems than it solves?
Off season. Not
Uh,
now.
there's a trend to the minutes this offseason. Not gonna lie, trend to Seattle.
This motherfucker.
I mean, I like his thought process though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like that, right? That's as a fan, I like where your head's at, Caleb.
Yeah.
You know, I don't. I'm
He's
not
just
mad
trying
at
to
you.
get some attention because Dumper is Dumper.
Well, so I absolutely think that they should trade him. I think they should look to trade him. I think they should probably look if they can trade. So okay, Showtime's right. They should wait to trade him until
Yeah.
after the season.
Yeah, because
In
this is a
season-
lost season. Yeah.
If they could move off, say, Peralta,
Yeah.
I would move off him before the trade deadline. That might make sense.
And don't even worry about the return at that point. Like, it's been a
That's what I'm
failure in New
saying,
York.
you know,
It's been
yeah,
a
like-
failure in New York. Get whatever you can and call it a day.
Get more before it becomes
it's
less.
a fire.
Mm.
Sure.
But yeah, they could go on a fire sale, right? Like,
Yeah.
just
Now the second part of it is, would Lindor and Clay Holmes make Boston an immediate World Series contender? And what would the Red Sox realistically have to surrender if they went after Clay Holmes and Lindor?
I mean, the Red Sox would have to give up. I mean, Holmes is a rental pitcher, so, but he's pretty good. So, they probably would have to give up major league ready players, like, or close to major league ready players plus prospects.
Well, especially if Lindor's in that deal.
Yeah, for sure.
That would definitely have to be a haul.
Like, that probably wouldn't, like, you probably won't have to give up like one of your like best prospects, like Franklin Arias, who's like their top shortstop prospect, but you would have to give up like a top 5-ish prospect, plus someone close to major league ready.
But I mean, like, I think it was you guys that mentioned to me, like Lindor, say White Sox, but I mean, where would you put Lindor in the White Sox?
Yeah, no,
The White Sox.
the White Sox wouldn't make sense for Lindor. No.
Yo, okay. Well, listen. So I didn't even realize how bad it was in Boston specifically. Their first, second, and third are all on the IL. They're shortstops.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like they're on their
Yeah.
fourth and fifth guys.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
they're looking for a shortstop.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, like, damn, that's brutal. That's really brutal.
I mean, like Trevor Story, he's always hurt. Marcelo Meyer, he hasn't really panned out in the big leagues, and he's hurt. So, like,
I
They've
mean,
been just
I
honestly,
mean,
rotating
the Mets
guys.
love to pay for dead salary cap, so
if you could get somebody to take them, like, we'll give you an extra, like, say you take Story in this,
Yeah.
and we'll give you an extra prospect. Like, it could be legitimately, right? Like, to dump some people, like, it could be a better move. And the real thing is as a Yankees fan, I hate saying this out loud, but as a Yankees fan, I already feel like the Red Sox are an actual contender. Like, the team I've been watching in the last couple of months, like, they would beat a lot of teams in the series.
Now, that being said, did the trade that they made, did that put more fear into you as a Yankee fan?
As of right now, no. I mean, I look at them the same.
Right.
what trade?
The early for me trade.
who broke his hand just yesterday and he's gone?
Yeah, he did, but I'm just saying the trade in general.
Like,
Like when
they
you
didn't pay
first
enough
No,
for
heard
him,
about
I'm
it,
though.
saying
yeah,
that
I
I'm
get what
saying
you
the
mean.
trade in general. I know he broke his hand and
You
he's
mean
out for
fractures
most of
wrist
the
in
yeah.
debut?
Yeah.
Fuck out of
So
here,
that's
bro!
like-
Like, are you serious?
They
That's
gotta
just
pick
a
up this
fuck you,
kid, they
but
break
that's
his hand.
that's
For
a
the
fuck
first
you by the
game.
baseball gods.
Listen, I wouldn't. I say this like, and I'm not like expecting it, but I also it wouldn't be the craziest thing to me either. Sorry, my laundry machine just went off, as you just heard. That usually doesn't happen. But like, what? The only reason I think that this idea I'm thinking is ridiculous is because it would be within New York.
Right.
But it wouldn't be shocking if a team like the Yankees tried to start picking pieces off of the
Red
Mets.
Sox. Oh, the Mets. Okay.
Yeah. Like, you're an NL team, we're an AL team. Like, maybe we could get something done across town.
Right.
Oh yeah, because I've heard the rumor about Lindor. Lindor isn't on the market for
Lindor.
them,
Nah, that's crazy.
but
That would be crazy.
and they would trade off Anthony Volpe for one.
I
Hey,
mean,
hey, as funny as this would be, Anthony Volpe has not. I mean, jokingly been been in trade talks with Boston.
listen, it would be interesting. I'll say that
Well,
much.
I'm pretty sure Vinny's not gonna get mad if Anthony Volpe gets traded. You know?
I would be pretty excited about that.
It's been pretty shitty lately. I don't know what's been on with it, but
Yeah, I'll be honest. A lot of Yankees. So, like, there's a thing. A lot of Yankees fans just can't really understand why. Like, if you look at his numbers compared to like people who should be being brought up, and like, it doesn't make sense. It's almost like it feels like management is like, for some underlying reason, they're just forcing to keep this guy around.
Right.
Like, we have people
ready to play.
have people within our system right now that are better than him.
And I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about George Lombard Jr. He's probably ready to take over his spot.
Like, we don't even need this guy.
he must have
The
some
management
secret
probably just feels
secret
attached
tape
to
that
him.
he's holding against the Yankees. 'Cause I don't understand.
He's
There's a
holding
guy,
secret tape on Cashman and Boone.
Buddy of mine from the gym, his name is Dre. Shout out to Dre if he's watching. But Dre comes in, he's a big Yankees fan, and he comes in all the time, and like he's like, yo, dude, why? Like, what is the conspiracy? Why are they why is he here? What is going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I try and brush the idea off, but I'm like, there's something weird about this. Like, because we could replace this guy right now. Like, why are we doing this? What is happening? It doesn't make sense. But we need to get him out of there.
Right.
That much is true for sure.
Volpe probably has like Jazz Chisholm Jr. doing a brony video on TikTok or something.
Dude, that was, I'll be honest. I thought that we might not see I thought that we might finally see Volpe get out of there, and I had a feeling that we might lose Jazz this season too.
Right.
So
yeah, but I'll give you this one. I watched the game last night. Jazz Chisholm, 8th inning. That snagged to not.
He makes some nice plays, but he also makes some brain dead plays. Like,
he's
one of the
very
most confusing baseball players.
Very touching.
I had a fear. I had not a fear last night, but I was like, okay, this game's over with. And then the home run last night, I'm like, I was about to hit you up, Vinny, and be like, oh God, are you about to blow the ninth? Because that was close,
bro.
Right,
dude.
The 2-run shot lit everybody up. It was like, what? No.
Listen, here's what, like, the reality of what I would like the Yankees to do. If I'm being completely honest, I would like the Yankees to go out and get Ryan Jeffers like tomorrow.
Right.
That's where, like, as a Yankees fan, like I would feel so much more confident
Right.
having a guy like that behind the plate.
I
You
mean,
know?
a catcher plus a right-hand bat. That's two needs
like-
in one.
You know, and a decent one at that. You know,
Right.
we need to get him and we need to extend him in the fall. That's
Right.
that's
You
how I
don't
feel about
get
that.
him as just a rental. Yeah.
But
So for a two-parter, because we spent a long time on the MLB, I can put a two-parter on this one because it's both Blue Jays. One, I'll start with the second part question because the first part we already talked about, so we'll be real quick about that one.
Right.
But after returning from another elbow problem, can Shane Bieber still be trusted as a playoff starter for the Jays?
Not for the Jays. I think he's trade bait at this point because he's not going to help the Jays win.
Are the okay? So let me ask you guys a question first, because this question leads me to believe, and his response, Showtime's response, it almost leads me to believe that you guys feel like the Blue Jays are going to have a late surge and possible playoff run.
No, I feel like I feel like Bieber's going.
No, okay. I also do not feel like that's possible, and it makes sense if they let him pitch a few games as he's done. He's got a couple of good outings.
I'm just saying, these stays with the Jays, would they get in the playoffs? Would Bieber be good in the playoffs at some point?
And I
think even if he pitches well, I don't think they make the playoffs. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. That's my point. I don't think
they make the playoffs next year. Say if they make the playoffs next year, if Bieber's still there.
Well, no, okay, but if and I understand what Cove's asking, just like the hypothetical. In general, is this guy a playoff ready pitcher still?
Yeah,
I mean, don't know that I would trust him.
He's not like a top of the rotation ace, but he's a solid starter.
Like he has had some good since he's returned. Like maybe his first game back or his second game back,
it was horrible. Yeah,
like he had one game that was really clean, and then one game that was like awful.
Yeah, he's been inconsistent to say the least.
And it was like, okay, well, I don't know that I would want that going into like a playoff situation. If I could see a larger sample size of this return, I would know.
Yeah.
And the other part for the Jays is we started the conversation because you said it was bang on for what I said, but Vlad Guerrero only has 6 home runs. Is it simply one lost season, or should Toronto be concerned about this massive contract?
They should be concerned if this keeps up next year. They really should.
Okay, real quick question. What were his numbers last year?
They were solid. He had like 20 something. He was a
solid.
Runs.
He's always been solid. He's been on decline.
Like,
he
since he signed the contract, has it been going down?
No, he just got the contract.
Yeah, he just got the contract.
It was just last year he signed the contract, coming into this season.
Yeah.
So he improved a little for getting that contract, but we don't know. Like we discussed before, is it because he's played extra last year? Is that the reason why he has so many extra bats? He just
he got that contract after the playoff run he had. I mean, and that was deservingly so. That playoff run he had was awesome.
No, and right, I think like it's once.
No, he got the contract the same year he got the playoff.
Oh, it was the same year. I thought it was just after the playoff run. My bad.
No. He got it last year.
Yeah,
that got him to push him.
And then he had like an awesome season, and now he's having a dip. And so the question is, like, it's tough to say, right?
But he's been dipping though. From my perspective of his career, I've always said, and I'll stand on ground, even on the Canadian soil that he's born on and living in, that he was not worth $500,000. I saw this decline.
Okay.
Now he did have a great season last year, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't like power wise. And the thing you really want to pay him for is to hit more homers, not just hit for average and RBIs.
Yeah,
like you would love like closer to 30 home runs than closer to 20 home runs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's all I'm saying. Okay, basically from 2021 being his peak year when he hit 48 home runs and 111 RBIs.
Ever since it's been down.
Yeah. Since then,
He went
it's been down.
48, 32, 26, 30,
Exactly.
23.
It's been down consistently since then.
And this year he might not even get to double digits, and he doesn't have a homer in his home stadium. Like what?
You give him MVP money, and he's not even being talked about.
Like in my humble opinion, and first of all, I know that a lot of people don't put any credence in batting average anymore, but it feels to me that like when a player is making $500 million, they should have the whole package. Like,
Right.
but like not like he can't be hitting, like he should be a 40 home run hitter every year.
Yeah.
That's what you're
type of talent. Yeah.
You're being paid $500 million to hit 40 home runs a year, not to hit 20 home runs a year.
Not
like
Like he didn't do too bad. Like I'm looking at his last few games. Like I'm not gonna go with the Nationals right now because it's just current. But the Red Sox, 3-5. He went 5 for 12 in that series with 2 RBIs. And Tampa. But these are individual these are the 2 division games he just played. Then he played 16 he got 16 at bats and only got 3 hits against the Rays. So you have the Rays and the Red Sox. He's only hitting 3 to 5 in a series. That's not going to help the Jays win.
But I think that's just a lost season for him and the Jays. Period. Like,
well, now, okay, listen. Here's what they need from. They do need more from him during the regular season, but you know what? And to his credit, he batted .397 in the postseason last year and hit 8 home runs and 15 RBIs during that playoff run. So like I know last season made them feel good. The way that he played the playoff, like finished the playoffs and everything else, they felt great about that, right? Again though,
but they just need more from him in the regular season. Like they can't just put him to be a postseason player.
As soon as you guys started that conversation, I was like, yeah, like 100%. You're supposed to, if you're making $500 million, you should be in the MVP conversation.
Yeah.
Like you might be like number 5, number 6, but like you should be talked about. You shouldn't just be like somebody who's talked about.
He's not even in the top 10 of any player right now.
Yeah.
And that's my point. So like
he's supposed to be like a top 5, top 3 first baseman. He hasn't even been playing like close to. I would say, could you even consider him a top 10 first baseman? Like that's crazy.
No, he's not even in the top 10 in anything. That's what I said. He's not in the top 10 in anything.
Okay, so do you think they should bail early and just take these as a warning sign and try and move off of him in the offseason?
I would not after.
I'll give him one more year. One more year, but another year of decline.
I would just write this off as a bad year for the Jays. But if it keeps up next year, then there's no excuse to it.
But I won't change my opinion on him. And even though the Knicks humbled me, right, because they won a championship when I said they never would. But this one, I can guarantee you, and you're probably all going to be like, dude, I cursed him, right? Because I do it. I'm saying it loud. But Vladimir Guerrero is Prince Fielder to me.
You see, that's kind of harsh, no? You don't think you think that's fair?
Prince is tough. I don't know.
Like,
I'm talking about, Cecil, they talked about it. Then they got Prince, they talked about it. But they all went like this and declined. I'm not saying comparable as players, but I'm talking about their career path. Prince got up high and then just went down till he went out the door.
We'll see next year. We'll see next year. Honestly.
He earned the playoff run that they just went on definitely earned him grace on this season. You got to see what goes on next season.
And then
I'll even give you a harsher one to say this one. And he's a legend, but if David Ortiz never went to the Red Sox, we probably wouldn't even know who he was.
There are a few players that went to other teams before they became important at that level.
Yeah, I know, but I'm talking about Ortiz. Like they were gonna cash him out too, but he went to Boston and changed it. So what I'm saying is like Guerrero, I just don't think Toronto. It's too close to home for him.
Listen, all
He
I
puts it on
know
his sleeve
is
too much. You put him somewhere else. You even put him in Detroit.
Now, one thing
Probably
I'll
put-
say, that hurt Vladdy is losing Bichette. Like for sure.
Yeah, but Shaq was
Because I
sure
feel,
on the base guy. His
yeah.
on base percentage was
I
phenomenal.
mean,
He was just
and
getting
not
those
even and
short
not
knocks.
even that, not even that. I feel like another part that's not talked about, but I feel like as a factor is they probably had a good relationship too. Like,
yeah, the
Oh,
chemistry,
yeah,
of
no, it was
course.
100%.
yeah,
It was
yeah, like
100%
the
Yeah,
friendship, the bond that
But
they had.
he was in front of him, so Bichette would take the shit pitches and leave it
Yeah,
for Guerrero. He'd
yeah,
wear down the pitcher for him,
yeah.
and
so
Bichette
he
was
kind of
actually
juiced up the ball for him.
Bichette's very good at extending back at bats.
Yeah, he's
That's what
very
that guy
annoying.
would do.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
awful to deal
So
with
if
as a
you get a
pitcher.
new pitcher in and Bichette's in there and he's like, oh, Guerrero's ready for one, so I'll just get a 9-10er in there, get him
Yeah.
warmed up, so then he just makes that mistake against Guerrero. That's what it was.
Losing
That's
Bichette
how important.
was a very big loss for them. Like they thought they could just replace him. No, he's not a guy that you just replace like that.
What's up
It was
with
it's a
Toronto?
lose-lose
Yeah,
scenario
no.
for both teams. It's
Dude,
a
what's up
lose-lose
with
scenario.
Toronto teams in general trading awesome players and thinking that it's going to be a-okay after they do it? Like
Trading
the,
or
you know,
just losing, yeah.
the Maple Leafs and the
Yeah.
Blue Jays did it. Like
Yeah.
Jesus.
But so before we go to NFL, I'll ask you this one, and it might be subjective, might not. What's the most important part of the lineup that you think it is? Like mine's 4-5-6, not 3-4-5. Mine's 4-5-6.
Okay.
What's the most important part of the lineup?
I would
Yeah,
say
like
4, 5,
the
6.
hitting
Yeah,
lineup.
the guys you
Mine's
have to clean up
4-5-6.
and then
They say
behind.
3-4-5, but I say 4-5-6.
I would say 4, 5, 6 also. For sure.
I could understand why you would see it from both sides. But I think to start the game, like at the beginning, because I feel like the lineup, I think it changes in the game.
Yeah.
Like not that the lineup changes, but the most important part of the lineup might change during the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like when you're starting a game out, like first inning,
you want a strong like top 3 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you normally
anything
would, but I mean, I've seen guys win games in the 6th, 7th, 8th of the inning with 4-5-6 because they slow. Because the top 3 is going to go against the best pitcher in the game, right? They're going to get the most against him.
But you know what?
They're
Also,
strong enough
like
to take down the star pitcher, but the 4-5-6 is going to clean it up.
Now, in
I
another
love
way,
like-
if you have a strong 7, 8, 9, then you're really set up.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Great.
end of the
For
lineup.
what I-
If you have an end of the lineup that's that good,
Yeah.
that can be
Not
huge.
even just that good. That just gets on base.
Gets on. Well, and that's so, and that's the whole. This is what I was going to say. The whole thing that like is sometimes like people forget about that 1-2 slots. The 1-2 slots are huge because you got some scrappy batters who are the kind of guys that just make contact and get on base. And those
At
are
the
guys who
bottom,
extend at bats. And those are the guys who make it. They warm it up for the 3, 4, 5. They
Like
take
your
those
big guys
fun.
are the guys that are supposed to make big plays with runners on. If you get runners on for them, you want them to do what they do.
Clean up,
Yeah, you're going
But
to
like if you have like a leadoff hitter that can get on base, you know what I mean? Like you can't getting a runner in scoring position in the first inning, like what's better than that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's huge.
The one
good
thing
leadoff
that
hitter.
changed for me though personally, because when I've coached, I only coached 12 to 15, 10 to 15-year-olds. I never coached any other age, just 10 to 15-year-olds. And what I found was I ran teams that's what I did was I put my boys in the 4-5-6. They would be the ones that would lead off the hitting and let it go. Then my 7, 8, 9s were right in the middle getting the hits, and it left it to the 1, 2, 3s at the end of the game to get those walk-offs. Like that's how I built my team around.
Interesting. Shuffling the lineup.
Yeah. See, because what I was doing was I was giving that pitcher the confidence because I put the weakest three guys in the personal lineup. See, so he get the confidence to go up against my strongest guys, 4, 5, 6, in the next inning, and he think, oh, he already put the weak guys in there. Oh shit! And then you get the big boys come in, bam, 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 and they beat him up. So it's like that's why I did it that way. I would use it against the pitcher. I was a catcher, so I knew how to get in the mind of the pitcher. I was like, I'm going to give him the confidence to go into the second inning, but then he's going to face the lineup. Like I'll give it you with you, Goody. You'd have a judge is Stanton and a Soto coming up in the second inning. Now that pitcher's like rattled. He's like, what? I wasn't expecting these three boys.
Thank God we don't have a Soto coming up. My God. You notice how we talked about the Mets and the Mets needing to be sellers, and nobody talked about trying to sell that guy anywhere? Because who on earth would take that contract? Nobody.
You want to bankrupt your team?
You know what's wait, Vin, you want to know what's funny? There's another Soto that's in the Mets farm system.
Yeah.
Same family?
Yes, I think no, same name. I don't know if same family.
Same name. I think
But
it's the
it's a
same
Soto.
name.
Family.
It's a
Oh,
Soto.
that
I know
screwed
that.
Well, he'll
That
be there
screwed me up.
forever. So.
Because just because you put it in my head, I gotta get it out. It's like when you find out there's another Guerrero on the was on the Mets.
Huh? Oh shit!
Yeah, Vladimir Guerrero has three brothers, and they're all Vladimir Guerreros. He named his three boys Vladimir Guerrero.
Oh, he's like George Foreman? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, George Foreman
Yeah.
had like 7 kids, and they're all named George?
Yeah,
What's
Yeah,
like,
Vladimir
dude,
Guerrero.
people are crazy. Okay, there
Yeah.
is another Vinny in this world. I'll let you guys know that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't
Yeah.
create more than one of him. Now that there's one
Like,
out there, I'm not going to
Vladimir
create another Vinny.
Guerrero.
No more Vinnies will be made.
Last year, Vladimir Guerrero was cut from the Mets last year.
That's
And
crazy.
if you didn't read the junior part, you're like, wait, what's going on? And then you just do a deep Google on Vladimir Guerrero. They have another Vladimir Guerrero. His third boy is Vladimir Guerrero. And he's like, he has a daughter.
Super
I'm like,
weird.
please don't let it be Vladimir. Like his
Super
daughter.
weird.
Yeah.
Like,
At least George Foreman had all boys and had Georges, right? But still, if he had a girl named George,
I think he had a girl and named her like Georgina or something
Gina,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
Oh my God.
like, just how big is your head that you're naming all of your kids after yourself? Like, what's the
Aw, I'm gonna end baseball on this one. Jose Canseco named his daughter Jose Canseco.
Yo,
I'm like,
that's the illest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God.
yeah, because there was reports when his daughter, they go, so and so is dating Jose Canseco. People thought it was him, and then they find out it's his daughter, who also his name is Jose Canseco.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
The
Oh my
roids have gotten to this guy's head. I guess I don't know.
Dude, too funny.
Hey, I put myself on notice that I actually messaged Jose Canseco and asked who else juiced.
You're terrible.
I'm hoping
So-
to see if I can break my story. Come on now.
Before you take us off of baseball, I just I have to ask, because now we're like right before the trade deadline and your team is where it is. Like you're comfortable with the White Sox as they are? Like no changes to be made? What do you think?
No, it's even though I don't like him, he's really good for our team right now, and the end is going to suck. But Guerrero is not going to do it, so we need a catcher. So we're going to have to fight for a catcher. Showtime, we might be going after your boy.
I know.
If it comes to
I know.
comes down to that.
There's been hella rumors around that, and I wouldn't mind.
Oh, that would be a good move for them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would love that move for them. Actually, I would hate that move for you. But
it would be fun because
I think you could. Here's the and you already understand the plus side.
yeah, I do.
Cove and the White Sox over there have a tremendous farm system.
Exactly.
So,
that's
you
what
know,
I say. I don't mind.
you guys want to be contenders and you need that catcher, we're going to need a little something over here.
And the thing is, the Marlins have their catcher of the future, so Liam Hicks is kind of like expendable.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, but
there you
is
go.
Hicks going to be a rental for me though?
Hicks is under control. Yeah, so he's not a rental. Yeah, he's not a rental.
And obviously pitching.
Now the real question
but we
with
don't
Hicks,
know where we're going to go with pitching.
right?
I mean,
The
we
real
got
question
Uriday,
is-
which
I would say the real question with Hicks is if he's a major league catcher. Like he can catch, but is he a great catcher?
well, they got Claro, right? But it's just they just need the other bat for catch
Right.
because they
Yeah,
only
for
really
sure.
they only really have two catchers.
Yeah.
So you take out one catcher, you're down to one catcher, and Claro can't
like
do the whole
he
season.
can catch, but I'm saying like how quality of a catcher is he defensively?
But if he
all
gives
I
us
know is
20
hitting
games,
August,
if that's what he's needed of, right? It's what he's needed of. Like he might only go up there and go, dude, we only need you for 10 or 20 games.
Okay.
That's it.
dude, like plain and simple, the feeling of hitting August 1st and knowing you still need a catcher, like bang your head off a wall. That's how I feel as a Yankees fan. It's the 29th. The deadline is the 3rd of August. Like I need us to get a before Friday. I need a catcher on the Yankees.
Yeah,
Like-
you know what I'll say in rebuttal of that? Ardo Lopez, our star shortstop, who is breaking out this year. I see this guy in trade rumors, and I'm like, excuse me?
But you guys like
It's gonna be impossible, but I want your catcher, Vinny. I want your catcher.
Wells?
why?
I like Wells. I think Wells would do well in Chicago.
Maybe you know what? Like maybe he would, and I actually love this idea because it would get him out of New York, and it would get us some like good young like Chicago farm system talent
Right.
that we could put into the Yankee system.
Right.
I mean,
And I'm all for that.
we are probably
Um,
one of the 3 teams that could legitimately buy the draft if we wanted to with our farm system.
Right.
That would be wonderful if we could get like if the Yankees could just make a move and get somebody like Jeffers, and then like at the same time just deal him to you guys, like I would be so in on that. Oh yeah,
Yeah, because who knows if a change of scenery would be good for him, and I mean it can't hurt.
And I would love like
But-
I'm not like I have no hard feelings towards him. He's just not playing well for us. If he went somewhere else and does amazing, like I'm so like I love seeing Gleyber Torres play well for the Detroit Tigers.
Right.
That's awesome. He just wasn't good
Speaking
for the
of,
Yankees.
he probably gets moved again since he's a free agent.
Yeah,
But
that's
this
quite
is why I
possible.
say I'm not like hyped like you think I should be about it, like with the White Sox and everything like
Right.
that. It's just because it's like I don't know if getting a certain player
No.
is going to help us or hurt us or not. It's just
He said he's not hyped. Cove, what is your PFP logo currently designed after? Where did you get that idea?
Busted.
Yeah,
it's a
you're
nice
hyped.
S. It's a nice
You
S.
are hyped.
What
Okay,
are
you
you talking about?
Chicago White Sox fan, you are hyped. And that's okay.
I had 2 years ago when we lost 41 games, I had a Chicago White Sox kind of logo for me. So
And there's nothing wrong with being hyped for your team. They are doing
nothing wrong
awesome.
with it. Yeah.
I love this guy Murakami. Like if I was, I'm just not a trader. I don't wear other teams' jerseys like that. But if I was a trader
Right.
and I wore other teams' jerseys like that, then I would probably get a Murakami jersey. That'd be awesome.
Hey, send it over to Caleb. He'll do it for you.
You know,
Last man,
You're gonna turn down a free jersey? No. I wouldn't turn down a free jersey. I don't care who it is.
you have quite the jersey collection. So you know what? I won't even knock that. You have enough jerseys that I accept that you would take any jersey because it would just look good in your collection.
I still want to do it this year, but I don't want to break YouTube's rules. But I want to wear my mom has an Aaron Hernandez Patriots jersey. So
I feel like, I mean, like, that
that might offend somebody though. I don't know.
I think you'll offend a few people. Yeah, I would say so. You know,
Yeah, it's like
perhaps.
I'm
But
like,
that's
you
a
have the
good
Aaron
segue to
Hernandez.
the NFL. That is a great segue to the NFL. It's that time of year, right? Training
Let's get
camp
into some
starting.
football. Yeah, let's get into some football.
But this could be the interesting football because of because of what's going on. So after Shamir Stewart was carted off during the Cincinnati opening practice, can the Bengals defense survive another significant setback?
Wait, dude, I didn't even hear about this. What? This is
I
the new
didn't.
guy,
Yeah,
Shamar
what happened?
Stewart
Shamar. Yeah, he
from
just got drafted.
Yeah, they just got him last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened? Like heat exhaustion?
That's all we got back is just they was just taking carted off. They didn't really specify what. I
Oh
didn't really get
damn.
into what specifics.
I don't trust that team's defense as it stands either way.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
sucks.
So as you're looking it up, this is the second part of this one was should the NFL reduce full contact work early in camp or is physical practice necessary to prepare players properly? Because there's been a lot of
I
injuries
think
already.
it depends on the player. I would say
Well,
He
this
was
is
already
training
out.
camp.
it depends on the player.
Yeah, but Tua didn't even last one day.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
no, that he is damaged goods, bro. He's a
Yeah, but
completely
this is
different
like-
story.
They lost him and Penix in the same day.
Penix had off season. Penix was off season.
Yeah, but it was the first day, so technically losing Tua, they already lost. They lost it at the same time.
But Penix was
Like
an
they're
off
not
season
even
kid.
in pads yet, are they? I
No,
guess
no,
they
no,
are.
no,
No,
no.
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 Okay.
So that's why I'm saying like there's a
Jamar
ton of
Stewart, his
injuries.
leg buckled. This guy, so like they think his knee, something might have happened, but his leg buckled or whatever. I don't know, man. The NFL has gotten softer every year. I don't know. Something's always going to happen. It's a
But
tough
just
sport.
these were
I
back to
mean,
the
you mentioned
Bengals.
soft. You mentioned soft, and then there's Patrick Mahomes, who's already out there doing everything.
Oh, I'll get there. But with the
He's
Bengals
starting day
though,
one, baby.
is Joe Burrow enough with this, as we all think, weak defense that is the Cincinnati? Is Burrow going to be enough to win these games?
Burrow, as long as he's healthy, is a top 3/2 quarterback. I'll say top 3.
I took him in fantasy.
His number
so I
one
hope
question
he's
is
good.
health, obviously. His number 2 question is, his offensive line holding up, and I feel like
He's
they've
missed
improved it
16
a lot,
games in the last
so
3
he will
seasons.
stay healthy. Yeah.
So that's the health issue. 16 games over the last 3 seasons.
Yep.
In 5 seasons, he's only been in the playoffs in 2 of them or something like that. Like his track record's not great, but like think about like 2 years ago, like peak Joe Burrow. Like I literally drafted him like last week in fantasy. In my mind, I'm like, hopefully I get that peak Joe Burrow this season, or I'm assed out.
I mean, people don't remember this guy went to the Super Bowl in one of his first seasons.
Yeah, that's a fact. In like his first or second season, he went to the Super Bowl,
and he was like a few plays away from winning the Super Bowl. Like, holy shit!
He's a good quarterback, but he needs to do more winning at this point.
If Eli Apple wasn't on the Bengals, he probably wins the Super Bowl. Like,
perhaps that's fair.
So as we go into another one, Patrick Mahomes admitted he wasn't playing his best football before last season's injury. So he fully admitted that he was shit last year. But will we see a revenge season from him, or has Casey finally lost her dynasty window? Like, is this?
They have KC has a chip on their shoulder. They won't miss the playoffs.
Got a chip on the shoulder,
they're not gonna miss the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Definitely not.
No.
Especially
getting Kenneth Walker now, that's gonna help Mahomes a ton.
Running back,
yeah, that's gonna help Mahomes a ton.
Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker. That boy can run. And they got back their championship offensive coordinator, Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
which
Like-
is huge because that was the guy who was calling the plays when they were winning, when they were really winning Super Bowls and all that. They've been doing some work
But here's
to
the
shore
one
up
thing.
their
Now, I'm not really ripping on my roommates, the team here. I'm ripping on KC because drama says I love KC. But my question with Walker is, who did he run through last year, and who's he going to run through this year? Like, there's a difference.
He ran through everybody last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but
what's your-
NFC wise, he really did well against who? And he's going against those defenses versus the
You're
AFC
saying
defense.
AFC defenses are better? There's good NFC defenses too.
Yeah, but did Walker meet caliber teams like he's going to meet this year? With
Yeah,
defenses.
I would say
100%.
he has.
he was in.
So is it
He
going
was
to
in the
affect his
same
game?
division as the Rams and the 49ers.
Yeah.
100%. He was in.
Yeah.
He was in the division with 2 perennial playoff teams. That guy was getting that work, no
Yeah.
doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there's
like,
a lot of
come
good
on.
defenses he ran through in the NFC.
Yeah, and he
I just feel that it's going to be the Mahomes show. It's Walker's going to finish things.
No,
for
it's
him.
not. It's not gonna be the full Mahomes show coming. In the first
Walker,
few weeks. He'll.
Here's what's going to happen, right? They're going to give this guy like 20, 25 touches a game.
Exactly.
That's what
They
they're
want
gonna
to
do.
ease Mahomes back into action.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna let him be Superman. Exactly.
And even when Mahomes is all the way healthy, like let him be the star and do those electric, amazing plays when they're
Exactly.
needed, but don't make him have to do them. Like they're gonna have an identity with a legit like top running back. I'm excited for this.
And that's
actually.
that's why Eric Bieniemy being back there.
If it goes your way,
is a big
if it
thing.
goes the way you guys think it's going to be phenomenal. But I feel that it's going to be like Derrick Henry going to the Ravens, and they're going to just use him in certain situations and just not. Like I'm giving you like he's going to score 3
man,
touchdowns
Henry's
and he
a
might
smart
have like
dude.
80 yards.
I don't know about
He's
that.
going to have a
man.
low game like that. Not every day. Every day.
He's not gonna have 150 yards every game. No. He will have low games. They will lose games too. But like they will run. They haven't had a running identity at all for the last few seasons.
When's the last good running back that they had? Like, even the last good running back they had, probably Kareem Hunt, and he's nowhere near as good as Kane is.
Hunt, Pacheco.
Yeah, Hunt.
They were good.
Pacheco, yeah.
Both of them were good. They just weren't reliably
They're
there.
just not
The best-
Kenneth Walker, and they're not Kenneth Walker either. So
Dude, Kenneth
Yeah, but
Walker's
that's where he's got why they got Walker so they can win those spots, those
Yeah.
situations that they did not win in.
exactly.
Yeah. Listen.
not saying
Now,
he's
if
not
there's
gonna go for
any,
20,
now,
30,
if
40
there's
years, 50
anything
yards,
to worry about not worry about is more of a story with KC. It's how their defense will do after trading their top 2 corners. I mean,
Yo,
you trust Steve Spagnuolo because he's such a good defensive mind, but can he really overcome that?
As a Giants fan, I do trust him. They brought back in L'Jarius Sneed, if I'm not mistaken.
They
right?
did, but he hasn't been the same since he left.
He hasn't, and it was unfortunate when he left for that bag because he was so good when he was there. When he was there, he was lights out.
Now maybe that can rejuvenate him. Who knows? But that's still to be seen.
We'll see. Maybe he gets, and maybe that's it. Maybe that's why. Maybe Spags isn't worried because Spags knows what he can do with them together. As a Giants fan, I have unwavering faith and trust in whatever Spagnuolo's vision is. Like, I know it's going to work. So
that's reasonable. That's reasonable. But
So-
you lost two very good corners, so
yeah. Well, okay. So let me
it's-
ask you guys real quick. In getting McDuffie and signing the Defensive Player of the Year and the sack king in Myles Garrett, do the LA Rams move to like top 2, top 3 defenses in the NFL?
their defense is definitely better than it was last year. I mean, I wouldn't even say their defensive line was a big issue, but now that they have a way better secondary, like that's just going to be they're probably at worst a top 5 defense.
Jared Verse is like all pro, will be all world level one day.
Yeah.
Garrett's just already there.
But he's not Myles Garrett, exactly.
Yeah, he's just Garrett's already that guy, and I don't know that anybody could just like mimic that level.
Exactly.
So that's and
I'm never
And
gonna
on
eat it 'cause
top
I
of
already
maybe
said-
getting Aaron Donald back.
Aaron Donald. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I have these guys going perfect this season. If everything works in their in the Rams' favor, they're not going to lose ever.
If they get Aaron Donald back, it's going to be such a crazy. Like I'll be excited to watch football because like having him and Garrett on the same defensive line, like I'm so here for that.
That's just going to wreak havoc.
That would be
That's
crazy.
going to wreak havoc, dude.
Oh, that would be
You
so
put that
much
team
fun
together, I'm guaranteed. I've already said it. Drama kind of fell suit with me on that one, but I was like, they get if everything they want happens, it's a perfect season, and the Rams are winning at home.
I haven't been excited about the NFL quite like I am this season. Like a part of it, obviously, like the Giants, we have a lot of our guys returning. We look like we're going to be decent. We have a new coach, whatever else. But besides that, like the other storylines, like Pat Mahomes, like in my opinion, Pat Mahomes is underrated right now. I feel like people talk about him like he has been. Like,
Yeah.
I'm expecting a Pat Mahomes revenge tour this season. But I think it's just going to be different because he's going to have like the stability of like a good 1,300-yard kind of rusher on his. This guy's going to put up numbers for him. And I think that's going to help a lot. I'll be interested to see if they make any more moves for that defense before the season starts.
I don't think we'll see like an MVP type of year from Mahomes, but he'll just remind the world of who he is.
That's what I'm saying. He'll have those spectacular plays when they count.
My full understanding of this is I'm pulling numbers and analytics out of my ass for this one, but I'm gonna say like Mahomes doesn't want to go under 4 again because he's never really been under 4, like 4,000 yards. And with Walker, he's gonna have to give up some of that yardage, and I don't think he's gonna want to throw under 4,000 this year because he's got Walker.
I don't think there's an ego thing like that with him. I just
think he wants to win.
Yeah.
I know he wants to win, but I think he wants the numbers too. I think he wants over like 4,000. No, like this kid's almost throwing 5,000 in a season, so 4,000 is not a far stretch for him.
He can't throw for 4. Okay, wait. Here's what I will have to say. He can throw for 4,000 yards. Is he gonna chase it? I don't think.
Here's the thing, like. At the end of the day, the guy is prioritizing a 4th Super Bowl ring over all this stuff.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? There's just no way about it.
He's not a stat chaser. He's not.
Like, you have the opportunity. If here's the thing, if you think that adding this piece to your team can bring the kind of value that can get you back into the final rounds, the final 4, where Pat can be Pat and try and win a championship, then like, okay, I'm all in. What I got to give this guy the ball? Okay, like let's do it.
Pat's my Pat in the playoffs because Pat's in the playoffs is Pat in the playoffs. Like we know what he's going to get. I have no doubt of what Pat can do in the playoffs. He's done it every year since he's been in the playoffs.
I'm excited for this season for that reason. I can't wait to see what they look like. I have a feeling that they will be back in the later rounds and that like a lot of people have just like kind of taken this out of proportion. I'm really more interested in the NFC. I'll be honest. On the NFC North, I'm really interested in right now.
Speaking of the NFC North, Lamar Jackson. That's a big guy that I'm watching this year to see if he can get back to like MVP type form.
AFC North.
AFC. My bad.
It's a ringer bust. It's a ringer bust. Jackson's got to get to that Super Bowl. So does Allen. In the next 2-3 years, one of them's got to get to a Super Bowl.
Now, I'm not talking about playoff success for Lamar because I've kind of written him off playoff success wise, but just getting back to his elite production in the regular season, like just the last few years hasn't been the same for him. I mean, obviously last year.
If Jackson or Hall
2 years ago, he was
or Allen do not get into a ring in the next 3 years. Like both of them are going to be leaving their places. Like they're not going to be like
right.
love like Dak in Dallas. Like they'll keep that kid forever. But
Well, okay, so why do you think Lamar hasn't signed his like an extension yet? Like,
I think he wants to prove himself this year first because every year he has gotten a new OC, he's won like 13-ish games and been in MVP conversations. Actually, no, not even conversations. He's won MVP every year he's gotten a new OC.
I mean, I guess that would make sense because then he'd be like the $70 million a year quarterback.
Exactly. So he has something to prove this year.
Okay, that's fair. That makes sense.
Definitely have something to prove. Yeah.
Prove that he can stay healthy. Prove that he could be an elite quarterback.
You know who else needs to do that? There are two quarterbacks in my mind who need to do that. Jordan Love needs to do that. Stay healthy and prove that he's an elite quarterback because people talk about him like he's something amazing, but he's never won his division. Let's just make note of that.
Jordan Love is just the average quarterback. I'm sorry, dude.
You know, I feel
another thing we haven't talked about.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but he's not paid like he's an average quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he's in the 50s, you know, like so he should be good and consistent. Like
but,
not show up for a
I don't know if you guys
game.
saw the stats on this, but every time a quarterback gets engaged, he goes to the Super Bowl. The last five quarterbacks that got engaged.
You're saying Herbert's gonna go to the Super Bowl, aren't you? Is that
I'm
what
not saying
you're
that.
gonna
I'm
back
just
that
saying the
up?
last 5 did. So a lot of people.
Well, he's the other quarterback who has to prove himself, so he better get to the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Right?
Is he gonna win her a ring? Is that what he's doing? Like, is that
that guy gets so many excuses.
The jokes are only gonna keep writing itself if Herbert's only ring is with Madison Beer. The jokes are only gonna keep writing themselves.
Yeah,
dude, and listen, he's now like.
And he has no excuses this year. He has Mike McDaniel.
Yeah, we've seen what kind of play caller McDaniel is capable of being. Like we've seen the explosive work that, like Tua had in that offense.
He made Tua look like a serviceable / MVP.
We know what is possible. So like, I expect him to be like a lot of people. I've heard people say that the Chargers are going to win the AFC West. How do you feel about that?
That's possible for sure. It is. Their defense is very good. Oh, yeah, they have a very solid defense. At worst, I would say they have potential to be like top 5, probably.
Murakami just hit a home run, by the way.
We'll just bring up the Herbert shirt.
He has a Herbert shirt, and their offense has really good potential too. It's just about all the pieces coming together. Their offensive line has to stay healthy, number one, because you saw how bad that hurt Herbert last year.
Okay, so I think they've done some work to shore up that line in the offseason.
Their line is just healthy now. That's the thing. They have a fine line. It just wasn't healthy last year.
Okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah, no, they didn't make changes. It's just healthy now.
Right.
So
Rams, Chargers, Super Bowl would be insane.
I mean, that would be great for LA because it's also in LA, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it in LA this year too?
Yeah, it's in SoFi again.
Well, they do it over here all the time, in these locations. You can do.
SoFi was like 2 years ago. Not even like.
I know.
I get it.
They do it there a lot. They do it in like the 49ers, I feel like. Legion's going to get more of them.
I think Miami's got the most.
They used to do it there all the time.
Hosted?
Yeah. It's Miami or New Orleans.
The most Super Bowl hosted. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, they used to do more there.
It's Miami or New Orleans. It's one of the two.
Huh.
I think they're both at like 7 or 8 times hosting or something. So
Miami has at Hard Rock Stadium?
No. Miami is in general.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
So I think
I only remember one
the
Super Bowl at Hard Rock.
Need the most because of it's in one place.
Okay.
Miami's hosted 11 Super Bowls.
Huh.
Oh, it is 11.
So has New
But
Orleans.
how many was? Yeah, but New Orleans had 11. But has all Miami been at Hard Rock though?
Yeah, I
No,
don't.
no, no.
I don't
Six
think
games. 6 games were at Hard Rock / Joe
Okay.
Robbie Stadium,
so.
and
Okay.
5 games were at Orange Bowl.
Okay.
Okay, but what about
Um,
New Orleans?
They've all been in the Superdome. I would assume.
I believe they've
So
all been
they've
in the
hosted the
Superdome.
most. Yeah, so they've hosted the most by that one venue. I mean,
Yeah.
the Saints, like, if they got it to the Super Bowl again, that'd be crazy.
Saints are going to be sneaky good this season. Tyler
I like
Suggs,
Tyler. I like
Uh-huh.
that guy. The
gonna be
main
sneaky
key for
good.
them is if
They
Tyson
can
can
win
stay
9+
healthy.
games.
Yeah. Their
And
their main thing is their receiver core staying healthy. Chris Olave number 1 and
Yeah.
Tyson number 2.
and look where they are in the NFC South is not that strong.
No.
Just the reality is winning 9 or 10 games, they could fuck around and win the division.
Yeah.
You know
and
what
then
I'm saying?
host,
So
and
like,
then you host a playing bit. Hang on. Yeah. You host a home playoff game then. So
yeah, so like there really are possibilities down there, especially. So
now do the
What else we got?
Bucks right the ship? Who knows?
well, what's going on with them? They're still in a they're still far apart, is what they've been saying on like other shows about like Baker Mayfield and
Yeah, he's gonna play. He's gonna play under his contract, and he's a free agent in the offseason.
Okay. I guess we'll see how that goes for him.
I mean, Baker was playing MVP level football until he got hurt, so that was just unfortunate because they were gonna run away with the division.
Well, hopefully he has a bounce back year.
Exactly, and he needs to because not bad. He needs to just stay healthy and do what he does.
He's a good quarterback. I like Baker a lot, and yeah, if he could
For
stay
sure.
healthy, and just have like a regular Baker season, like the way he's played,
Exactly.
since he's got down there, he'll definitely put himself into a situation where another team looks to give him a 2-3 year
Or
deal.
Tampa, or who knows? Tampa might even want to re-sign him then.
I mean, it's not. I don't think it's that. Here's the issue. I think is that I think he's trying to get closer to like 50, and
Yeah,
like
Tampa probably doesn't want to give him that.
they
That's
want to
why.
give him like 30 again. They're like, well, listen, like we could do like three for like 100 makes sense,
Right.
but like 2 for 100 does not.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
Maybe
what
when he
happens,
plays, maybe he plays so good there, and he probably like, not so good. Maybe he just has like a solid season and just says, "I want to stay in Tampa." Like I'm not gonna ask for a big fat chunk of money.
Listen, to me, it would seem like a good place to play,
Right.
but what do I know? Florida, right? I like Florida. Right?
Oh, what's this?
You
I'll give you
you
this
changing shirts at the moment?
Right. Now I got army skeins now.
Oh, I was looking at the White Sox T-shirt.
Oh yeah, the different logos from the arrows.
Yeah. That's what I was noticing.
Yeah.
I thought you were showing off your White Sox pride.
Oh yeah, no, it's the army man schemes. So like we were army men when we were kids.
Yeah, like the little plastic guys.
Yeah, that's the color they were. So it's Paul
Yeah.
Skeens, but the that version of them.
So what else do we got before we head out of here this evening?
There's not too much, but we've talked about the LeBron thing. The only thing like that I really wanted to touch up is Celebrini.
What happened?
Celebrini, he got a huge contract.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
What are the numbers?
Yeah, give me 1 second here. What was I asking on that one? Show
First,
more.
good for
Okay,
him.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, so Macklin
Yeah.
Celebrini reportedly signed a 5-year, $94 million extension at $18.8 million annually. Is he already
Yeah.
worth becoming highest paid player?
That's huge. That's
Wow.
that's like the biggest contract out. That's
No, it's
huge.
Carlson is a little bigger.
Yeah, but like he's like up
Just
there
a
now.
little. Yeah.
That's like a top 10 contract, like size wise.
Oh yeah. It's 100%
Wow.
because he's making more than
Good for
McDavid.
him.
He's making more than Crosby. He's making more than like the best of the best.
Dude,
I mean,
that's-
he's that good and he's that young, so he
and
deserves
he's
it.
young, and like they
Yeah.
lock him up now for 10
Yeah.
years. I like this move.
So my question with the two of those guys, with Leo Carlson and Celebrini both getting like 19 million, who would you build your team around? Celebrini or Carlson?
Celebrini.
Yeah, I like Macklin's. I'm a fan. I watched a lot of him last season, and he was exciting to watch. So I would go with him with Salbrini as well.
So there's been talks of saying that Anaheim giving Carlson the money because a lot of people didn't think Carlson was going to get the money. He was going to go to the Flyers, but they think that he reset the market by taking that contract.
Perhaps. I mean that's definitely the way it works in like football, right?
Yep, for sure.
But the only question is, are teams paying their young guys too much too early? Or is that where we're going now?
I wouldn't say so.
Well, I guess with the rising popularity in the NHL, and hockey in general, again,
Connor Bedard gets 15.
and right, so it makes sense, right? If you had guys making 15 that are already in their age group, right, a year or two older, it makes sense. You bump it up a little bit, right, and you lock it up for a long time now. So I don't hate this idea. It could cost them over 20 a year if they wait a season or two. If he has another season like he just had, right, back-to-back years, then they're going to be paying him 20, 21, 22 mil a year. So it makes sense.
So
I like it.
My other question has to do with the NHL before we finish off that one is Quinn Hughes. Could he become the next superstar that gets a huge contract or a trade saga?
Probably contract, I would say.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think there's any signs to him leaving.
And people love him.
Yeah,
He's like synonymous with American gold now.
exactly.
Yeah, you know.
I know, but with Brady leaving to go with his brothers, there's been
I don't think there's a ripple effect off of that.
I think that just is because it was brothers. I think there was something there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's no ripple effect off of that. I mean, obviously it's a blockbuster, but there's no ripple effect.
But I've heard rumors that they won't get Jack won't go there, but he wants Quinn to go there. Like,
you see, they could team up as brothers, but I don't think this will cause anything else. So
because Luke has nothing to say about it, because Luke's just there. He's kind of in the middle of the moment. But you have Luke and Jack playing together, and they want Quinn.
I think he stays put. It makes the most sense in my mind.
Oh yeah, Minnesota's gonna be stupid if they get rid of Quinn Hughes and put him with Jack. Like that's just dumb moves. So they're gonna throw money at him. And I think Minnesota is gonna try to do the reverse by trying to pull Jack away first, and then Luke will just come teetering over.
Yo, if they could get all of them, I think it would be good for their franchise. For Minnesota,
it's not just because of Brady, but I mean, you look at the Stalls. The Stalls stayed loyal to a team, and all the brothers played for the Hurricanes, and now they got a championship. So that's why Brady's going there, because he wants a championship. That's the only reason why Quinn's going to do it. It's like Quinn and Jack are only going to meet up because they think it will help them win a championship.
Yeah, and listen, Minnesota's They were a tough team last season, so they're moving in the right direction.
I'm all for Jack Hughes going to Minnesota versus Quinn going to New Jersey.
I don't want anything good for the New Jersey Devils. Say that out loud.
Because I've read things about like Jack Hughes. There is some issues there with Jack. So it's like he's not captain, right? For a reason.
And as an Islanders fan, I would be cool with him getting out of there for sure.
Well, all of a sudden Jack Hughes goes to the Islanders, and you're like, God damn it.
You know what though? But like, if he went to the Islanders, I wouldn't be mad because he's good. Like, I think he's a decent player. But
yeah, but who would you have to give up though to get Jack Hughes though? That's
the reason I would like to see him go to Minnesota is because then we wouldn't have to face him as much. Just go to Minnesota. Fine, good. Get out of here. Like, go to the West. I'm all for that. I think that's a great idea. Just completely get out of my division. I'm okay with that idea. And like as an American, I like the idea of the brothers teaming up, and I think that they would literally be good for Minnesota as a franchise, like long term. I like the idea. I think that's good. That's fact.
It's worked. Koivu's helped Montreal years ago. It's just like the Sandines in help the Canucks do well. There's always been something about brothers playing together.
The Stevens brothers in New Jersey back in the day.
Yeah.
I know what New Jersey's trying to do. I see you, New Jersey. Nah, bro. I can't I'm anti-Devils. I'm anti-Rangers too. Islanders only. That's a fact.
So next week I'll wear my Devils jersey.
I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up next week in a Brodeur jersey. Don't be surprised. I wouldn't. Not at all.
I only have Nico Hirschiers because I know him from the Moosehead. So Nico gave me a jersey for New Jersey.
There you go. So tomorrow, do you have a show?
Possibly,
not sure yet.
Still don't know. As work he said I'm meeting him in the morning, so I might be off to work tomorrow for Thursday, Friday. Don't know.
So what about? All right. So hold on. Let's do this. On Friday, we're gonna run a space.
Yeah.
For sure. Cole can do that from anywhere because he can just be on mute. That's fine. Okay. So Friday, we are definitely going to run a space.
The only problem for me is they be laggy as fuck, but I'll make it work somehow.
Yeah, like 12 or 1 Eastern, right? Something like that.
Isn't it show times? Isn't it your turn to run it?
I'll run it, sure.
There you go. All right. So Friday, we're gonna have a space going. You guys can follow us if you're not already on X, YouTube, etc. You can follow me at Vinny's Corner.
One quick thing. PCA is probably gonna win it NL MVP because
you think so?
Shohei is probably not gonna pitch much for the rest of the year. So
and that's why they're going to school. That's why they want school too. They want to fix the Shohei issue for pitching.
Okay.
Yeah. Shohei's not gonna pitch much for the rest of the regular season. So
PCA,
they're not gonna factor in his pitching, and his hitting alone hasn't been amazing. So
now, hold on, real quick before we get out of here. Now that you just said this out loud, let me pull up the standings.
I wasn't saying this to stir anything up. I was just saying that's based off my opinion alone.
Okay, here's my thing. For that to happen, and it looks right popular, now they look like they're in position. Okay, you know what? They're a wild card team right now. Yeah, exactly. Okay, as long as they got to make the playoffs, and they will make the playoffs. So, okay, I'm okay with this right now.
And you see the stats this guy's putting up. It's crazy.
This is a good hot take. So what do you think? PCA and Yordan Alvarez?
Yeah, that's me. That's mine.
Okay. All right. So those are the official. Unless Cove wants to interject any other ideas.
And then I've already said my Cy Youngs. So
I mean, yeah.
Cy Young, right? Miz, you think anything's gonna change?
Miz and Cam. Yeah.
Yeah, and Cam, I feel like, yeah. Okay. I'm in agreement. Cove.
I'd say Junior Cabanero has a good chance in the AL against Alvarez.
MVP. Okay.
PCA
Yeah, but
Banana
it's
for
just
sure.
it's just Jordan. I mean, it's just Jordan is
It's
insane.
just Jordan, but it's if Junior Cabanero can do something, then yes.
If
Yeah.
and it would also help if the Rays continue and win the AL East.
Yeah.
That would be big for him. But it would be nice to watch the like really seeing the AL MVP boil down to Alvarez and Caminero. That's I like that.
You don't think Rice is in the convo for that?
I felt like he might be.
Yeah, I would say like it's him, Jordan, and
here's what's
what's
gonna
his
happen.
Caminero.
If the Yankees can take back first place and he's a part of that, then it might put him over. Okay. But we can't, the Yankees can't be a wild card team, I don't think, and have an MVP.
For him to get okay.
It's different.
Yeah,
the
for
Cubs and the
him-
Yankees are different.
I think he'll
Especially
be
since,
top
like,
3 in
Cap-
MVP vote. I mean, he'll be top 3 in MVP votes for sure. Like, just that's how good he is.
No, but if you guys got Cam doing well, then he's gonna be a Cy Young. You don't want to go it early with a Cy Young winning. If Cam can do it.
It would be. I would not be mad if a Yankee won the Cy Young and the MVP, and nobody's name was Aaron Judge. I would not be upset. That would actually be fire.
Yeah.
You know, it would be very encouraging for the Yankees. I'll tell you that much.
And just as it is, I did not realize this because wasn't paying attention to the Red Sox. Did you guys know that fucking Crochet's been out since like April?
Yeah, he's been out most of the season, which is why.
Yeah, I was like, what? I didn't
Which is
realize
what
he's
makes
been out
this.
since April.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well-
Roman Anthony hasn't played also for like most of the season.
Yeah.
And so specifically, Gray has been an absolute demon for them. Automatic.
But that's been
Oh,
Sonny
it's been
Gray.
kinda-
Sonny Gray he
Really?
can pitch like that.
Right.
Here's the thing. I don't know. Are these guys coming back? Like I know Crochet's been out, but I don't know what his status is.
He's planning on coming back. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I've been so focused legitimately, like every time I go to look at this stuff, I end up back at the Yankees looking at the same information that I already know. I'm like, I know when he's coming back. I know when he's coming back. Why didn't they change anything? It should have been a day sooner. Like, very frustrating. Like, anyway, we'll get into this on Friday.
We'll get onto it.
We will also
that-
and what was that?
That'd be
Cole?
great though. As you're getting into the playoff run, I'll just wear a Red Sox jersey the whole show.
You want to be dead to me, Cole? Huh? Is that what you want to do?
So
Is that what you want?
Pull the Red Sox merch. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dare you say you'll wear a Red Sox jersey? I will accept a lot, but that's where I draw the line.
One last thing, and this is not to piss off Caleb, but have the Mariners been the most disappointing team in the league? Expectation wise, like because you expected them to be World Series contenders, and now they're just whatever.
Has the big dumper been the most disappointing?
No. Have the Mariners been the most disappointing team, like relative
No.
to
I
expectations?
understand, and what I'm piggybacking off of that.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
saying,
okay.
right? Last year, he was like their new breakout star.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he
he's
has
been disappointing,
absolutely
that's
shit the bed this season.
Yeah.
He's been awful.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it feels like the team went by the wayside just like he did.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. That's all
I
I
mean, is
got.
it a byproduct of his play or is it the whole team? I mean, who knows?
I think it's him and Randy. Not just him, it's Randy also.
I would say Randy's been like their best hitter, so I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
No, the best hitter been Calzone or
Dom
or-
Canzone, there's a bright spot in the Mariners season.
You know,
For sure.
they may still make it out of their division.
Which is crazy. It's completely crazy.
I thought
Like
the
what?
Astros were ahead of us.
No, Houston. I mean, Texas.
Like that's the only like like the Red Sox just went on that crazy streak or whatever, 15 games or whatever it was, and like yeah, that's a lot. But like I'm like, do you guys realize how many games they lost in the first half of the season? Like.
Yeah.
They went on that heater of 15 games, and they're still 7.5 games out of first place. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
But baseball is crazy like that in general. So it's just one of those things.
The Mariners still have time to right the ship. They have to. They have to.
Last night, so we still have time.
Right.
Where do you think they finish? Right now, they're a 53-win team.
And they probably have to win the division to get into the playoffs. So
they're gonna have to because their division's kind of ass right now.
Yeah.
Like
because they're not gonna make it in as a wild card team. The wild card is just too competitive.
our third place team would be a first place team if they were in the West.
Exactly.
Know that much. Actually, the White Sox. Oh. So the Central, real quick, Cove, you're a Central guy. Before we get out of here. Guardians and White Sox, you think are going to make it out of the Central?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna fight right to the end.
Yeah, it feels like that, right? It feels like they're both. It feels like one of them is going to be a wild card team, but it feels like they're both coming out though. Like the Central sending two teams.
Yeah. Could they send the Twins too? Maybe not.
Man, keep the Red Sox out. I would love that. That's really that's what when I look at the Red Sox and where they are, and then I go look at the Central and the West, and I'm like, what do they need to do to make sure they stay out? Bottom line, that's what I'm looking for. I just want to make sure they're not in there at all. I want nothing but bad things for Boston Red Sox. Just so you guys all know that. I'm a real Yankees fan like that. Is what it is.
Yes.
Anyways.
I just found a David Wells. I just found a David Wells Red Sox jersey.
A David Wells Red Sox jersey? David Wells, like the Yankees pitcher, like the legendary Yankees pitcher, World Series pitcher.
Yeah.
I hope you spent a lot of money on that, you asshole.
$50. It was only $50.
All right, listen, that's it. Show's over.
We'll catch you guys on Friday.
All right, fellas. Thanks for coming through. We'll check you guys next week here on Vinny's Corner, and we'll see you guys on Friday on the Space.
Yep.
Take care.